So welcome back. Hello. So I don't want to do a lot of talking because I think I have 5 videos here to get through. But yeah, so this is my first attempt at sort of testing out like the next deep dive that I want to get into. So I posted a poll on my community post, and a few people voted on it, and with 41% of, granted, not a ton of votes, but still, with 41%, Ateez won. And I did sort of explain why I was interested in each group. It was like a handful of boy groups. And I was just, because I just want to have like a little bit of variety on the channel. So I wanted to see if there was a boy group I could get into. Yeah, I'm the other way around. I feel like I feel like I come across like a ton of people who are like boy group stans, and they like, I don't know why I do that. I think it's because of the word stan that, yeah. Anyway, that bothers me a bit. But anyway, boy group stans where it's like, oh, and this is our first girl group or something. But I actually mostly listen to in K-pop. I mostly listen to girl groups. So I wanted to, yeah, try and change it up. The only boy group I ever really listened to, and I absolutely love them, is Chilli. Also, I'm noticing, I apologize if anything weird is happening with my mouth or if there's a lisp. I bit my tongue horribly yesterday. Probably worse than I ever have in my life. And it's like to the point there's actual swelling still. So I'll try and deal with that. But yeah, so I was explaining why each group got my attention. So the groups in the poll were Ateez, VIX, TXT, and 17. And with Ateez, they got my attention because they are talked about a lot in relation to Dreamcatcher, which, as you all know, is the reason I'm here. Because they share a production team. Actually, Outlander, I'll never know how to say it, actually does work with both, I think. Oh, no, Outlander worked with both until this year, and with Dreamcatcher. Now Outlander only works with Ateez, but Lee's, I think, has worked with both. In any case, Edenary, I believe, same production team. Yeah, I can feel something weird's happening with my mouth. Sorry. But yeah, same production team. So yeah, that's what got my attention. And people will even point out these similarities between some of the production. So I'm like, hey, I'm obsessed with Dreamcatcher's music. Let's see what I can see. You know, obviously I don't expect them to be the same, but the quality of the production of Dreamcatcher's music, I'm like, if it's the same, that could be interesting. With TXT, it's because I keep hearing that they have kind of a rock sound as well. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's why I was intrigued. VIX, I hear that they have dark concepts, so that's what I was intrigued by. And they're older, and I just appreciate second gen the most of all the generations. I think I appreciate second and third gen the most in terms of style. And then with 17, you know, I keep hearing about their vocals, and they're kind of one of those groups where it seems a lot of the girl groups that I like share fans with the 17, you know, like that, you know, I don't know what else to say. I just hear that they're vocally talented boy group. So that's why I chose these people, or chose these groups to try and get into. And then Ateez won. So I'm going to check out some of their stuff today. And I'm trying to look at my OBS to see just how weird my mouth looks when it's moving. But yeah, see if I can get into them. So what I'm going to do is, I have their debut, well, it's going to be debut song, but apparently they had 2 debut songs. Their most streamed on Spotify, because that's what I have to work with, that's my resource, their most streamed B-side. And let me tell you, this was very, very, very tricky to figure out. I think I ended up choosing Utopia, because for a B-side it seemed to have, oh my god, I think I like, I don't know, like 34 minutes, I don't know, it had a, but I think that's it. And if it's not exactly the most streamed, it has got to be up there for a B-side. Then I have their most viewed music video, which, full disclosure, I know I've heard a little bit of that song, but I don't know if I remember enough of it to make a judgment. And then I have, of course, the most recent comeback. So let's get into it. I have been working on my sound since getting my second monitor. So I think that if there are any problems at all, it may be that everything is too loud. So I do apologize for that. And I'll try and not be too close to my mic for just in case. Okay, so let's just get into it. Of course, I'm only going to watch one video. I'm going to watch each video once because it's a lot of them. And I think, and just a pause warning, because I always say I'm not going to pause and then I do it anyway. So I'm just going to start being honest with myself and then being honest with you guys. I'm going to pause, especially if something strikes me. If I just love most of the songs, then after my G Idol deep dive, I'll try and I'll start one with Ateez. And then if I'm just into a few of, or a couple of them, or if I have no super strong positive reaction, I'll probably still check them out here and there, but it just won't be my next deep dive, I'm not writing anything off. I'm not writing any groups off with this. But I'm simply saying they just won't be a deep dive for me. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh, let me turn off my background music in case it was on. Sometimes my background music just doesn't even come on, so it hasn't even been an issue lately. Yeah, but let's go, man. Oh, I know him. Pausing immediately to say this is the only person I know. Okay, is his name Hang Jung? Is it 2 G's or just Hang Jung? I don't know, but I think he is the leader, and I think he is the host, one of the hosts on Idol Radio, and I think the other one is Junho, but I'm not completely sure. But what I do know is the two that host Idol Radio, I watched Dreamcatcher's episodes with them, where they hosting, and they are so charming and so cute and so funny. I like this intro. Oh, it's building. Oh, right into rap. Okay. Okay. Pre-chorus. Oh. Oh, that was an interesting change up. I really love this chorus. This is I like this. So, this is not as chaotic as I thought it would be for boy group debut. Oh, is that him? I keep trying to point out the other idol radio host. Okay. Some good vocals back there. I think it's him. Okay. Now that's so strong. Now they've released two, but what's interesting about them having released, can I just go ahead and mute the ad and go here? What's interesting about them releasing two singles or two debut singles is I'm just curious if there was because I think they were even released on the same day, so I'm wondering like what was meant to be heard first or seen first, just because they have a theme, right? So it's like Treasure, Pirate King. It's like I don't know if there was meant to be an order that I didn't catch, but what I will say about that now, I think sometimes you just have to get used to things, so I'm not even going to say I don't like it, but I'll see how I feel about it in K-pop. But this is a very, the rap style is very much, it's something I'm very not into in Western music typically. But it's a very unique, it's a very specific style that you hear in like modern Western rap, like 21 Savage or Future. It's that the kind of the vocal effect, but also the delivery, the inflection of that rapper. The one who had the looks like he had like blue hair. Was it sort of blue hair with like tiny little braids or whatever? The style that he had there. And also a funny thing about me is that I'm not super into guy rappers. I don't know what it is. You think I would be because I love women rappers with deep voices. So it's like, so the deeper the better, right? So shouldn't I just love men when they love men rapping? I don't know. It's just, I guess it depends on how it just depends on how it goes, right? As I just said, I love Shiny. I love Minho's tone. So like, and I like the way he goes about it. But I'm not saying that I don't like the rapper. It's never, honestly, it's hardly ever about the rapper. It's all about the style and the production. He certainly has a voice for it. And there is a charm to it. But I don't know that I love the rap on that song. And there was an interesting switch up that I don't know. I don't want to say I didn't like it because I think I think I have to get used to it. I always say this with K-pop production, it's structured in a way all the time where there are often switch ups and sometimes it can be disjointing. Sometimes it can be disjointed and it cannot feel like it goes together, and sometimes that can be the actual appeal of the song. And it's simply that you have to listen to it again because you didn't expect it. You didn't know it was coming, so you didn't expect it, and so you weren't as open to it. And then sometimes it just flat out never works. So I can't make a judgment on that yet. But I love the chorus. I like the pre-chorus, a little bit of build-up, and then there was a moment. It right before the switch up, there was a moment where I thought it was just going to be the chorus. But it was like a pause. So it was like something between a pre-chorus, like what it felt like a built up in the pre-chorus, and then what felt like it was right before it seemed like it would have gone into the chorus, but it was a switch up. Whatever that section was right there, I also really liked. It was unexpected. I'm gonna say that I like that. I like that. I don't think I liked every part of that, but that's fine. That will happen, especially again with K-pop, because it has very unique production that can throw some things at you that you don't see coming. And I definitely recognize the style there for sure. That reminds me of some of this. Well, you know what? Let me not even say it. I'm trying so hard not to mention other groups while I'm focusing on another group, especially when I'm focusing on another group for a very specific reason. So, continue. The Pirate King. Now, this one, in turn, it seems like this got way more strings than Treasure. So, I don't know if this is the favorite one. Oh, and I'm excited. I doubt this is what they performed. I meant to say this. So I watched In Countdown France, and there's one song they performed. They seemed to have like swords, like it had that kind of aesthetic, that kind of visual concept of swords and stuff. So I keep doing this because I feel my tongue's falling out of my mouth. Oh my god. I didn't realize I had this issue until I started recording. It's so embarrassing. But I'm committed now. I got to see it through. But they I think the visual concept or the concept of it was pirate-like, and they had swords and stuff. Whatever song that was they were performing then, I know that I really like that song. So I'm hoping it's one of these, but I don't know. I doubt it. I really don't think it is, but whatever. Because and I know it's not this because they wouldn't perform a song this old at M Countdown from last in 2023. So never works. Ooh. Absolutely come in like that. Absolutely do that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I like that. That sound I can't describe. This production effect has been in 3 songs that I have reacted to recently, and I absolutely have no idea how to describe it. I just go because I don't. It's like this epic stadium kind of sound, and I have absolutely no idea what that effect is called. But I also wanted to go back to this part when they start here, because I was going to say one thing I usually do not like about boy groups, and I don't know why this seems common specifically among boy groups, is the overuse of auto-tune. It is absolutely tremendously annoying, and I don't know why they do that, as if these boys can't sing their butts off. They audition, they get in a group because they can sing. They all take lessons, they can sing, let them sing. I don't know why I'm going off on it because I feel like it does them a disservice. Having said that, auto-tune is meant to be an effect. It's meant to be used as an effect, like any other effect in a song. It's purely supposed to be for effect. You're not supposed to depend on it, and it's not supposed to be 100% of the vocal delivery. I like the way it's used here. I like the way it was just used in this chorus, maybe pre-chorus. Of course, I stopped it abruptly. But I like the way it's so far right here on this track. I like the way that it's being used because it seems to be overall the type of production that would be oh, this is cool, let's throw this in. You know what I mean? It seems like it's really appropriate for this song, and it was really cool when it came in that OEO part. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that, but let me not. Let me calm down because it just bugs me. It bugs me so much. And it's not just K-pop. I just shouldn't even say. In K-pop, it seems that with boy groups specifically, it's overused. But in Western music. It's very much why I don't really like modern, like current, what's the current rap trends, current rap music. That's why I can't really get into it because I'm like, well, anyone can do this. Like, what is your skill? Do you have a good cadence? Do you have a good flow? Do you have anything? I can't hear you. All I hear is auto tune, which is quite literally automatically tuning, auto tuning, meaning anyone can do it. So I don't even know what makes you stand apart, or you know what I mean. But yeah, but I like to hear it, and just had to say that. Love the choreo. I love you doing that on the beat. It's that one guy I know. All right, I like that. I like that style of rap that he was doing there. Oh yeah. It's an interesting effect. Yeah, I love this choreo. I want to say this guy. He's the one who, in the first song, had those parts that I said I don't know if I'm like super into it, but he's sort of having a completely different rap style, or I don't even know if I'm gonna call it rap yet, but his ad libs, I should say. The way that he's being used on this track so far, I very much like. He seems to have a unique voice that can be used in a lot of different ways. Yeah, I want to hear him without autotune. Yeah. Ooh, love this. Ooh, love that. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. That song did exactly what it needed to do. Woo! Run that back. Run that back. I want to run the whole thing back. Honestly, let me just... How far back do I gotta go to get to the dance break? Woo! I just said I'm too loud and I'm all in the mic screaming. Yeah. Alright, I get it. I get it with this song, for sure. Oh, yes, I was going to say, please end. Please don't do any kind of weird switch up because it has been absolutely perfect. Yes. Yes. We've got our first 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The choreo, the rapping, the auto-tune wasn't annoying. Like, it wasn't like too much, you know. I think I saw something. I think I heard in that. Okay. Is it Yoonho? Jongho? Because I was talking about the people the guys who host, so it's always about the guys who host Idol Radio, and I said something about Junho, and there apparently is not a single Junho in this group. So maybe Jongho? Or Yoonho? I don't know, but Hong Jung, I was right. That's his name. Okay. So this is fun. I can get some names. I'm not going to remember them. I'm not going to remember faces. This son, so random, but I saw his face all over Twitter today. I don't think for any special reason. I just happened to well, I made a Twitter account just to talk about Dreamcatcher, and there are a ton of Ateez fans that I follow. Just happened to be talking about this guy. You know what I hate is that we call all K-pop idols like him, he, him, or she, her, and I just think that there's got to be some who are non-binary, and I guess we would never really know. Isn't that a shame? Anyway, sad, random sad thought, but let me go back. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go back really quick already because his voice, Seonghwa, very similar tone to Key from SHINee, and Key is my bias in SHINee. Okay. Ah. He sounds even more like he. This boy can sing. And he keeps getting cut off. Okay. Wait, really? Is this line distribution right? Because it seems like he had this really big high note, or was doing all that, and then went into continued into it where I would have expected another member to pick up. Okay. Yeah, right here. I would have expected someone else. Okay. This boy. Who was that? Excuse me? Excuse me? What's happening? Who is this person? This guy. Okay. Two problems already. Maybe three, because I already kind of have a sort of an affinity for him just because I know him so well. But I'm no, I know his face so well, and so far I like what I hear from him. But I feel like that's the only member I recognize, and I feel really bad. I really thought I thought I would immediately recognize the other Idol Radio host, but I guess I don't. Although I kind of feel like it's him, but whatever. I don't know. But wow, all of this. Okay, this song and Jongho, oh, that's dangerous. Y'all, is that even allowed to have these two people in the same group? Wow. Who is that? I love his voice. Oh. Sir. Okay. Let's get past this ad. Let's get past this. Come on.
Hello. Communicate in English easily. Use Grammarly and feel.
All right. So, wow. You know, when that song first started. Sorry, I keep apologizing for the same thing. I'm trying not to be annoying about it. You get it by now. When that song first started, I wasn't like, I was just kind of waiting for it to get, I think because it's such a heavily streamed song, I was like, oh man, something really special must be happening here. But at first it wasn't really capturing me. I didn't dislike it, but I was like, well, I don't hear what would have made it stand out so much. But as it went on, for me, it was about the vocals, as I'm sure you guys saw. As it went on for me, it was definitely about the vocals. And I kind of can get it from that along. And then I really like where the production went. It went somewhere far less predictable in terms of the vocal arrangement towards the end. Maybe not the actual instrumentation. I don't think that really stood out to me at all. But like as it built and as it went like towards the like into the second verse, that section and the bridge, I was like, wow, that was I get it. And I guess it's from I think pretty early in their discography too. So I feel like this is kind of one of those more early tastes of their vocals. And I really enjoyed hearing the rapper without auto-tune. So that was really, I assume there's a main rapper, and it must be the, I feel like Hangjung might be a lead rapper. And is it Minky? I gotta see, I have to see it again, but I know his name starts with an M. Must be the main rapper. But it was nice to hear his voice without auto-tune. And I would like to hear more. I just want to get a sense of his natural tone and cadence. That's very, very, very important to me when it comes to any kind of rapper in any corner of the industry, anywhere. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, I like that. And so far there's not. So that's been 3 songs. So we got the debut songs, and then the most streamed. Well, maybe just one of the most streamed B-sides. And there's nothing I've heard far I'm just like, no. But I will say Pirate King was like, so far, my favorite. 10 out of 10. And Utopia is a strong song. Yeah, let's go. Now, okay. I'm kind of nervous because I feel like I did hear a little bit of Bouncy. And I'm not sure if I liked it. The little bit that I heard. Because I think it was kind of one of those heavy on the auto-tune kind of songs. But we'll see. I'm not gonna, whatever. And I'm gonna assume that, not assume, but I also wonder too that since most of these are, right, like 4 out of 5 of them are title tracks, I feel like that's just a trend. I feel like that's gonna be used in boy group title tracks most of the time to that extreme because people love it. Most people love it. And yeah, so then I was going to say, I wonder if the B-sides are like that. Because that's why I said, even if I don't just fall in love with the group and do a deep dive immediately, I won't just like write them off. Because I know with a lot of groups, they are going to have title tracks that will chart, but they might not, excuse me, but there may be a different approach or more experimentation or diversity or, or a different approach to the production in the B-sides. So, there's definitely some members who are standing out to me vocally, so I would be interested in hearing more of a different kind of song, even if I don't get into the title tracks. Oh, my tongue. Oh yeah, I know. I love the visual concept for this for sure. I mean, the hat like that. Yeah, I remember I love this visual concept. I saw it going around. Song? No. Hold on. I think it happened. I think it finally happened. Yeah, this is definitely the other host of Idol Radio. Finally, black hair, thank you. But I don't know. Now I gotta remember that. Someone tell me the name. Okay, so that was the boy at the end. Is it Jonko? So that's Jonko, right? Maybe? Or is that Song? No, I feel like Jonko. I feel like that's the guy who was at the end on Utopia, like the pictures, who was kind of going off. The ad-libs are going on. It's actually really cute. So deep. His voice is so deep. Very cool. Whoever this guy is in the back, he just goes off. Alright. Yeah, that's about where I thought that was gonna go. Ooh, I love this part of the instrumentation. I mean instrumental, whatever. Damn, I wish they took that part and made that a song. That outro, that part in the outro, love that. LA? I like it, he looks bored. Oh cool, a little storyline? Yeah, I think I have gathered that their albums connect because I see their kind of odd album names. They all seem connected.
It's your anniversary today. You could have arrived empty-handed, but you exist in a world where it's easy to get flowers this way.
Okay, so yeah, the auto-tune was doing a lot. You know, on that one. Like the auto-tune was doing about 95% of the vocals, of the vocal work there. But you know what? I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike the song as a whole because you also have to take songs for what they are, like what they're meant to be, right? So obviously, when you're using auto-tune like that, it's not meant to be a vocal song. It's not meant to be. That's not what's meant to be highlighted. So there's something else that's meant to be highlighted. And I think it's just like a really hyped song. And I think what's going to be the highlight of that more than anything is the choreo, which I would be interested in watching. I think I have a feeling that that's just got really incredible choreo. I mean, I saw some really good stuff, some really, really cool stuff in the MV, and I'd be interested in seeing the whole thing. But yeah, like it was fun. I honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. Once I accepted it, once I was like, okay, yeah, this is an auto-tune song. Once I accepted that, I was like, all right, well, let's go. Because, like, the visual concepts, the stuff, the little story that was going on in the video, I'm like, I'm here for everything happening. You know, like I said, the song's just really, it was a cool song, and it was really fun. And that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, my criticism is the industry as a whole using it as much as they do, to the point that it feels like everyone sounds the same. I can't really hear anyone singing. Can't really hear their voices. I feel like I heard Hang Jun's voice pretty well in that one, and I liked it. Oh man, the main rapper, I think that's the main rapper. Like I've been talking about, such a deep voice. Just I'm so interested in him and hearing more from him. Yes, and I was finally able to point out the other host of Idol Radio. I liked it. I had fun with that. It was so hype. It was like, even though it may not be a song I would listen to, if I were a fan, I would be so freaking hyped to be at a concert and waiting for them to perform this. So, a great performance song, and that sounds like that's what that was all about. All right. I can't believe it. We're here. Last video. This is the most recent comeback. Even though they've released a lot of videos since, because they're releasing videos for some of their B-sides from this album. That was part of what made it really confusing, trying to figure out what the most streamed B-side was. So I didn't want to choose a unit song for this. I don't think that's a good way to be. I think that should be part of an introduction to a group. So that's why I didn't choose one of those B-sides for this. So, okay. All right, yeah, let's go. Okay, so now I have to ask this at this point. This is Hong Jung again, right? Does he start most of the songs? I've been going through Idol's discography, and I'm always asking that about Soyeon, because it turns out, yes, so, at least with the title tracks, Soyeon starts most of them. This guy's name is Sun, right? I feel like he has a very unique face. Him and Hong Jung, I think, have really unique faces, and I feel like I can already had Hong Jung down, and I think that, and please correct my pronunciation there, and I feel like already I've got this guy's face down. Like I said, I saw him once on Twitter earlier, and I immediately recognized his face when I don't remember, but anyway, I already had recognized his face by the time I started this. Well, if I'm right. I could be wrong, whatever. But if so, I had it right away. All right. Steel Pirates. So that must be their ongoing, like, overall concept. The pirate thing. I like the switch up. I mean, it might just be the bridge, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Ooh. Where we going? Where we going? It's gonna stop. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let me not stop it because I know that there's a little bit more last time. Ooh, is that a red moon? That's so cool. They've got like a whole universe, right? Yeah. Just pause that. All right, yeah, that was really fun. That's another really fun song, just like the Chili Peppers or Bouncy, Bouncy K. Of course, as soon as I heard, or as soon as I saw the titles like Chili Peppers, I immediately thought Red Hot Chili Peppers, like the band Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, I still let me think. I don't know if I can make a decision right now as to like if this is like gonna be a deep dive for me. But I will say there was no song that I just did not like. So that's promise. That's this lisp I have. I don't know how to speak with it. Sorry. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna be a deep dive, but I did like Pirate King really was it for me. Still, that's the one that stood out the most to me. I really liked it. I really liked Utopia. I really got to hear a lot of really great vocals in Utopia. Bouncy was really, I had a lot of fun with that. I had a lot of fun with that one. Let me think. I was trying to think of what it reminded me of. I really can't really think of it. But Crazy Form. Now, Crazy Form, I felt like it was losing me right up until that really, I don't know if that would have been considered the bridge or the outro there, but just because I feel like it was almost blending into Bouncy, I felt like it was like, and it could just be, now, I feel like they're one of these groups that have really connected albums in terms of concept and stuff like that, so it may have been very intentional that it was sounding very similar to me, or at least the vibe or the production was sounding very similar to me as Bouncy. So that could have been totally intentional. But it just wasn't really, because I felt like going from Utopia to, of course, obviously it's a B-side and it's 4 years old, but going from Utopia to Bouncy was like, has such differentiation, and when I'm trying to get a feeling of a group, I want to hear different things from them. But it may just be that, or maybe they have eras where certain eras will sound similar within the collective, and if they have the same production team, that would make as Dreamcatcher, that would make sense, because if you do know anything about Dreamcatcher, their eras have similar sounds. So like the Dystopia era that Dreamcatcher had, the sort of rock EDM thing, that had a specific sound. The Apocalypse era had its own sound, and the Nightmare series, certainly the first 3 parts of the Nightmare series had its own sound. Well, they definitely didn't have. We're working with these producers, Dan, but the point is, I'm not saying it's a strike against them at all, because I wonder if that's what they're doing. I wonder if this era is just the story that they have here, or this era, this collection of albums is meant to have a certain sound. So, but I very much had a good time here. I very much enjoyed myself with this. Like I said, the rapper, I loved when I finally got to hear him without auto-tune. I really liked his tone. I was very interested in that. Is it John Ho? Whoever that is, I don't know if that's their main vocalist, but my God, the notes that boy was hitting, incredible. Hong Jung, who I hope I'm saying his name right, the one member who I knew well, whose face I knew well before I started this. I really do like his voice a lot too. I think actually, you know what? The more I keep thinking about certain things I heard on Bouncy, it's like when you miss something that someone said, and then it comes, and then you like replay it later in your mind, and you're like, what? Wait, what did they say? That's how I feel like it's happening with Bouncy, but like in a good way. Because some things really tripped me out and really threw me off because it was such chaotic production. But now I'm like, oh wait, this part, that's kind of cool. Like some things are sticking out in my mind more now that I think about it and really talk on it or speak on it. But we'll see. It might happen. There might be a deep dive, because I love their members. San, S-A-N, San, John Call, maybe the rapper. Like I still want to hear more of him, but there are definitely a couple people that are standing out to the point that I just want to hear what they do on different kind of songs. So I definitely would be interested to hear the B-sides. So even if I don't do a deep dive, maybe there be like a episode 1B kind of thing where I just try and dive a little bit more and try and hear if there's a little bit different style that they have on their B side. So maybe I'll have like, even if it's not a deep dive, maybe I still will just get another collection of songs and have a second part to this. But yeah, I had a good time, and I'm excited, and I'm excited that I know a little bit about Ateez's music because I hear more than any other in my little world, my little pocket, that I don't follow a lot of groups, like literally a handful. So in my little tiny world of K-pop, this is the group I hear about the most. So I'm glad to have finally been able to check them out. If you're still here, thanks for watching. If you're one of the people who voted on that poll, pardon me, thank you for voting on that, and I hope that you had a good time with this. I will say randomly I might throw out a dance practice reaction because I am very interested in that Bouncy choreography. Okay, that's all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good day or good night or whatever you're having. Just like, I hope it's good. I hope your life is dope and hope you're healthy. Bye.